The first heat of street stock. If you're watching at home, we are going clockwise, and if you're listening at home, we're going clockwise. Here at the racetrack, we're going up the main straight. They're coming out of 3 and 4, past the pits. Wait for the green lights. They're on now or away, and a good even start. Genev on the outside has got the better of it though. Shane Wild to fight back, so they go up into the top turn. Back to David Fall in third place. Wild has fought back on Ethan Genev. They're still side by side out of 2. And down the back straight, our race leader is car number 4, just in front. As they move down into turn number 3, they're tippy-toeing out of Ladham's corner. Back in second place, it is that of David Fall now. Shane Wild's gone sideways. He's lost 1 or 2 spots. Here comes car number 5 up into third, which is Barry Roberts. And coming right round the outside will be that of Clint Hadley in 16. So David Fall now to apply the pressure to Ethan Genev as they go down into turn 3.
Good run at the moment from Hadley, who has found the top side to his liking. Fall's trying to follow suit on the outside of Genev, but it's a McCafe Collie turquoise car that's leading, but the yellows have come on. We've got one spun, and it looks like the 21 of James Fuller stuck on turn number 3, trying to get up the hill. For the Ivix Industry Southwestern End Championship for 2021-2022, it's Genev to lead us back away from Fall, Roberts and Hadley. Shane Wild trying to make do from his mistake, was very close to the cone that time by, as Hadley is going to continue with the outside line as they swarm Barry Roberts. Wild to the inside, Hadley to the outside. But the man making the moves at the moment is that 16 machine, as he flies quickly back into second place, and now will set his sights on Ethan Genev.
So Ethan Genev just in front from Clint Hadley. The 16 car is becoming very menacing indeed. Back to David Fall in third, Shane Wild in fourth, and then Barry Roberts in fifth place. Back then to Jake Williams, Jason Wild is next, and then Grant Campbell. But they're all bunched up behind our race leader. Barry Roberts is out in the car park. He's gone very wide indeed. So they come into the main straight, and he's been passed by a couple. As they move down the main straight, Ethan Genev just in front from Clint Hadley as we go past lap number 3. We've got 5 to go, and then we've got 10 and 2 running side by side, Fall and Wild, as they run up behind our leader, which is Ethan Genev, with 4 down and 4 to go. Clint Hadley has run wide. He might now come into the clutches of David Fall at the halfway mark.
We've got one around though, and that's Jason Wild in the 17, and that will bring out the yellows. So Wild, who was around, is able to get back underway. He already had Grant Campbell, we had to get past him, but we'll set him up again. With Genev picking up the pace very early in this one, as they were almost racing out of turn number 3, and that's allowed Hadley, Fall and Shane Wild all within close proximity to the Fall. Probably not what he was trying to do, but Genev, who we're so used to seeing running on the top side of the Make Spoken History Collie Speedway, playing the conservative game at the moment and making Hadley work the long way around the outside, as the 16 again to the top side of Ladham's corner. But don't look now, here comes David Fall. They're almost 3 wide down the front straight.
Well, they are 3 wide going down the front straight. Ethan Genev just in front. Hadley on the outside. The inside is car number 10 of David Fall as the floodlights come on for the first time this season here at the Tyrepower Manjimup Speedway. And Hadley and Fall are all over the back end of Ethan Genev as they move out of Pitts Bend and into the main straight. Ethan Genev has still got 3 laps to negotiate. Hadley again comes up on the outside. Fall down low, back then to Shane Wild in fourth. Fall is having problems getting around the corner all of a sudden. Wild is there in fourth, and back in fifth place is Jake Williams. But Ethan Genev still holding this lead with a couple to go.
It was a big push from the 10 machine, who was trying to run the bottom of Clint Hadley, but he loses really no ground on this chasing pack, as Shane Wild is also right in the mix of this one. Genev, you would have to say, is racing the most protected line he can possibly can, as Hadley's trying every way he possibly can to get by the Mick Cafe car number 4. The third generation driver in car number 4 sees Hadley and Fall now to the inside. There's contact between 4 and Hadley. So white flag comes out. It's a ding-dong one with 4 of them still going for the lead.
It's a humdinger of a finish coming up. It's just Ethan Genev from David Fall, Shane Wild and Clint Hadley. So move down the back straight. David Fall is going to go the big one on the outside here. 250 metres left to go. Shane Wild is back there in 4th, but it's just Ethan Genev. Fall can't do anything about it. Ethan Genev will win. Ethan Genev first, Fall, Hadley and Wild all across the line together. Back in 5th place, a 14er Jake Williams. Following them through is Barry Roberts, Jason Wild. And the last one to complete the distance was Grant Campbell. So Ethan Genev just wins. The margin first to 4th was just over a second, 1.7 seconds first to 4th. Ethan Genev first in 4, 10 David Fall. In fact, there's a relegation. It'll be 4 first, Ethan Genev, 16 Clint Hadley second, 3rd car 2 Shane Wild and 10 David Fall, relegated to 4th place for that enthusiastic move in turn 4 on lap 7.